I wish I could breathe fire. I don't know, it just feels like the kind of thing that could be useful, you know?
Sometimes it helps to burn through stuff.
I wonder if we can make it go further or hotter. How long can you hold your breath?
Not long. Healers say it's because breathing fire hurts my lungs.
Oh, never mind then. So, Taash, Lords of Fortune. You're treasure hunters, right?
Yep.
And that includes ruins? Elven ruins?
Yep.
I see. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
So, those artifacts you find, you sell them?
Some of them. The rest go to Shiv.
Who's Shiv?
Elven guy. He's from a Dalish clan that works with us.
A clan works with you?
Yeah. Shiv makes sure we don't sell anything sacred to your people.
Huh. So, about Shiv, he examines ancient elven artifacts you find?
Yeah. Tells us what not to sell because it's cultural, or because it might blow up.
How does he know?
He's the thing. What's the word? Like my mother, but for elf stuff.
He's the keeper for the Dalish clan? And the Lords of Fortune listen to him?
Yeah. He pays us a finder's fee on stuff that should stay with his people. He also gives us a heads up about which floor tiles will set off fire traps or something.
Most treasure hunters I run into aren't like you. The Lords of Fortune, I mean. It's surprising.
Oh. You thought we were assholes.
No. Well, maybe a bit. Before, but not now. Most treasure hunters don't care. They take whatever's shiny to try and sell it, no matter how important it is.
Right. Assholes. The lords like treasure, but we do it right. We have Shiv for elf stuff and my mother for Kunari stuff.
That's surprisingly respectful.
Also keeps us from getting cursed and crap.
That Dalish clan you worked with really has a keeper named Shiv?
Yeah, that sounds right. His full name is longer. Shibari, Shivara.
Shivanis? That's Elven for dedication to duty. That's more like it. Elfier, I mean. And you call him Shiv, for short.
And because he once stabbed a Venatori in the face. Were you writing in your book a bit ago?
A little bit. I've been trying to get this story going, but it's been hard. So I'm taking it with me, writing a little bit every time I have a chance.
Gotta be hard to concentrate with Rook talking all the time.
Hey. Also fair.
It's easier, actually. Helps me focus to have some background noise.
Again. Hey.
I get that. I like to think by the ocean. The sound of the waves washes away all the little stuff.
Hey, Taash. How are you doing? I know you were unhappy after, what happened at Weishaupt?
It's fine. I'm fine.
Okay. It's just that you seemed kind of not fine.
We lost at Weishaupt. I didn't want to talk about feelings. I wanted to go punch some darkspawn so we could stop losing.
I guess I understand that. But your feelings are worth talking about.
I know, but it's work. I didn't want to do work. I wanted to punch darkspawn. That's what makes me feel better.
I'm sure we'll have the chance to punch more darkspawn soon.
Huh. Thanks. Hey, Bellara, why did ancient elves put traps everywhere?
Oh, did they? Oh, I mean traps. What kind of traps?
The kind that set you on fire.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's the magic. It's gotten all confused. The original spells probably weren't even meant for defense. Oh, they'd be helpful, like showing you a map or shining your boots. But the magic is old. You're new, so it doesn't recognize you. Then the magic only halfway works and whoosh.
So I have to dodge fire bolts because some old magic wanted to shine my boots? Magic is stupid. What about elven traps that summon spirits to attack you?
In ruins? Well, it depends on the spirits. Sometimes energy from malfunctioning enchantments damages the veil and draws demons through.
Really? Ugh.
Why, ugh. I know it's disappointing, but runes and enchantments degrade over time. The elves did their best.
It's not that. It's... Ugh, I thought it was a puzzle. I thought the elves left the traps to test us, so only the best people could get their stuff. But it's just broken down magic.
Well, the randomly placed spinning blades? Those are absolutely traps.
Okay, that's something.
Taash, if you're looking for traps, there's a place on Drool's gauntlet.
Yeah?
Yes, it's really ancient, old, Elven ancient. It's supposed to test hunters who want to wield the mightiest weapons. It's filled with traps. No one has made it through in ages. Well, not in one piece anyways.
And these are real traps, not broken down magic?
Made by Andrul's own priest to test the greatest warriors of Arlathan. I saw a hunter go in years ago. A few minutes later, big flash of light and his head shot back out. On fire.
Okay, yeah. That sounds pretty great. Hey, Bellara. Thanks for the advice on cooking dinner for my mother. Worked great.
Oh, I'm so relieved. I thought you said the dinner didn't go well, though.
Wasn't the food's fault.
Say the word and we can go punch some demons.
Right. Thanks. Hey, Bellara. I wanted to ask you something about your cooking.
Sure. Wait, was there something wrong with the last meal? I told myself that cheese smells a little funny, and then I thought maybe it's supposed to smell funny.
Nah, it's Orlesian cheese. They all smell like that. That wasn't my question. How did you make the stir-fry? It was good. I thought all we had left were greens.
Oh, you can make a meal out of anything if you know how. Just takes a little creativity and some good spices. Have you ever tried to cook food with your fire breath?
Once. I melted through the pot.
Oh.
And set the kitchen floor on fire.
Oh dear.
Hey, where'd you learn to cook?
I had to. We all did, kind of. All of my clan, I mean. If it's winter and the hunts aren't going well, you learn to make a meal out of anything.
Couldn't you just buy food? That's what we did. My mother didn't know how to garden.
Didn't always have the coin. We're not exactly known for our wealth. And, even with the money, people wouldn't always sell to us.
That's messed up. You were talking about money stuff before. Took me a long time to realize we grew up poor.
Oh? Why?
My mother made sure I had enough to eat. We even got herbs to help me with the fire breath. She always ate less than I did. Said the Ravani food was too rich for her.
She wanted to be sure you'd eaten and wouldn't feel bad about it.
Yeah. My mother wore the same dress for years, until it was thin enough to read through. Said it was all she needed. I bought her a new dress with my share from my first job with the Lords of Fortune. It was all shiny and covered with ribbons. She said the dress was wasteful, that I should have spent it on new boots for myself.
She's still worried about you.
Ugh. It was the first time I had gold in my purse. Why couldn't she let me get her something nice?
Old habits die hard, I guess. She wanted to be sure you had enough. What did Shathan do for holidays? The big gift-giving ones.
She'd get grumpy. They weren't holidays she knew anything about under the Cune. But she'd always get me something. Not something big, but something.
We got group gifts, usually made by hand, and always something Syrian and I were meant to play with together.
One year I wanted a pair of fancy daggers like the Antivan crows used. She got me hatchets instead. They were just little kindling choppers. But she helped me decorate them with ropes to make traditional Kunari weapons.
Right, and you got to spend time together, which made them special. Is that why you use axes now?
Well... Huh.
It's weird. I mean, besides, our entire lives right now.
What?
We've got an Illuvian that goes anywhere, and we've taken it all over Thedas to fight evil. But a spice I've been missing for a week, that would take me 5 minutes to get. Still can't find the time to do it, and it's one of the good ones.
Hey, that thing you said? About not being able to make yourself do the little things? I thought everyone did that. Is that not normal?
I mean, for me, yes, definitely. It's always been like that. Little things are hard, but big things? I don't know, I guess I know I need to do them so they get done.
Right. The big stuff makes you do it. The little stuff disappears when you're not looking at it. Huh. Hey, Bellara, where'd you learn to fix that old Elven stuff?
Learned through trying, mostly. Luckily, the first ones I broke weren't the explodey kind.
You're better at it than most of the Veil jumpers.
It was interesting, so it kind of became my whole life. It was also part of why Ireland and I broke up. Cooking is the same thing for me. I find it interesting, so I read about it whenever I can.
Yeah, it's your thing. So all those things you told me about, do they bother you? The focusing and forgetting other stuff?
They did, for a while at least, but I've learned to work with them, not against them. I could try and make myself change, probably fail and get mad, that kind of thing. Or I can try to lean into them, you know? Really embrace the things that make me the way I am.
I'm glad you're doing the second one.
Right back at ya.
You don't gotta say it. I believe you.
It wasn't me, but why is that bad? You sound like it's bad.
It damages the spine. It's disrespectful to the elders who left this knowledge for us.
Oh, right. Yes.
Also hurts the resale value. You don't seem happy about your brother.
Well, sort of, but also not. It's complicated.
You thought he was dead. Now he's alive.
Which is good, that he's not dead, I mean. But it's not him. Well, it is, but he's working with Anaris. It was easier before. I could think of the good things. Now he's back and I have to, I don't know, fix him?
He's alive. That's a start.
I hope so.
I'm sorry your brother has an elven god in his head.
Sort of. Thanks. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make it anyone else's problem.
That's Vashadan.
What?
It means garbage.
Okay. Yes, context clues help there. But what do you mean garbage?
He's your brother. He's family. Nobody twists you up like family. Your head's twisted up enough already. So don't do it alone. Let us help with your brother.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. It's very nice. Twisted up. Yeah.
I thought you'd be happy your brother was being controlled by the elven god.
He's not. Well, sort of. Anaris is a forgotten one. They're bad. Why would I be happy?
Because it's not his fault. He's not evil. Anaris is evil. Anaris is the one to blame.
I mean, he still made those choices, still allied with Anaris, put that mask on willingly.
Okay. But now you know who to punch. He saved you. He came back and saved you. That's what matters.
I know. But I still wish he was here.
I'm sorry about Sayan.
Thanks. He's at peace now, which is good.
Hey, Bellara. You okay? You look sad.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about my brother.
Yeah. Sometimes I see stuff that reminds me of my mother.
What do you do? When it hits you, I mean.
I don't know. I ask someone how they're doing. Then I'm thinking about them and not me.
Oh. I'm sorry, Taash.
Nah. It's a good hurt. Mostly.
I'm sorry, Taash. About your mom.
She never made it easy, but she knew who I was.
I'd ask how you're feeling, but, well, I think I know.
Thanks.
Sometimes, when I can't stop thinking about Sayan, I like to remember something nice about him. Or funny. So, could you tell me something funny about Shathan?
She hated apples.
Apples?
Skin always got caught in her teeth. She'd spend all day trying to get it out. Avatosh, this fruit is stupid!
Syrian hated spiders. I mean, more than most people do. Climbed a tree to get away from a big one once.
Yeah?
Well, the nest was up that tree, away from a spider, into more spiders. He refused to leave camp for a week.
Nice. And thanks.
Back at you. So that tablet you found, what did it end up saying anyway?
Lots of stuff about adversaries, about mixing our blood with dragons.
What do you mean? Oh. Okay. Yep.
Yep, whatever that means.
That tablet, it said something about the devouring storm, right? Just before he died, or, well, whatever happened to him, Anar said something about the storm.
Huh. And he was old. Think he might have known about it?
Could be, I don't know. Feels worth looking into. I've never heard that phrase before. I wonder if the archive would know. I'll have to ask, whenever I'm ready to be insulted by it again. So, I looked into it a little bit. The devouring storm, I mean.
What did you find?
Nothing. Dead end after dead end. I tried everything. Libraries, circles, even Myrna and Vorgoth.
That's weird. You'd think some group of mages would know something.
Right. Here's hoping it ends up being nothing.
Hey, Bellara, you know those elven power crystals we plug in to make bridges and open doors and stuff? Is there an elven word we're supposed to call them? To be more respectful?
Oh, well, yes, but no. The elven word for them is June Suledin Belinaris Ina Gilan Lassa Shiral.
Oof.
But mostly we just call them power crystals.
No kidding. That's even bigger than Canary words.
The elven word for the sockets is even longer.